Hi there, Emanuel here, SEO and digital marketing consultant from Toronto and founder of HowAboutSomeMarketing. Today we're reviewing a popular book, Deep Work by Cal Newport. So when I started taking notes about this book, I tried to aim to get into that deep work state. Honestly, it took me about 10 minutes or so to get there. Turns out this can be a distraction in itself because there's always something popping up on your phone or your computer, notification, email, a sound. Now, about successful people. If you look at the likes of Bill Gates, Carl Jung, and some other examples mentioned in the book, one thing they all have in common is their ability to focus on a single task at a time. Deep work helps you perform at an elite level and learn difficult things. Subchapter in this book. I used to think that multitasking was the way to go. I actually pride myself in being able to multitask. But after working closely with some successful people, not Bill Gates, but others that had what I want, money, a successful business, influence, I realized that part of their success was their ability to shut off everything else and focus on a single task at a time. I've seen some extreme examples, from throwing everything out to the garbage or more moderate task like putting a do not disturb sign at the door or closing all the browser tabs. Of course, the author gives some examples as well. About being busy and being productive, the author also tackles this subject. I used to be and I am busy all the time, but more recently, and by recently I mean for the past 4 or 5 years or so, I've been asking myself, am I really productive? Do I invent stuff just to feel like I'm working hard? And most importantly, am I letting important stuff be at the mercy of little things, as Goethe used to say? If you work in a big office corporate environment, you know what I mean. Some of the ridiculous examples in the book are about the people who disconnect from the world because they need to focus on producing products that are for the world, to be consumed and used by the masses. The computer scientist who invented email doesn't use it anymore. Yes, it feels like it's a big distraction sometimes. The book also touches on the spacing issues. Most modern offices have an open office concept. Think about WeWork, which is essentially a lobby with some better amendments, but not much different from the area where we wait for the train in the train station. There's always something going on your back, people having conversation between themselves over the phone. The person to your right is on a conference call, the one to your left is watching a webinar, and so on. Mark Zuckerberg built the largest office in the world, pushing the idea of serendipity creativity. And to his point, I like this type of environment sometimes, but sometimes it's not all the time. And personally, it's like most of the time I don't like it. Maybe it's me, but I'm not comfortable having my screen available for everyone to review. I wish I read this book when it first came out. I'm already familiar by now with some of the concepts and systems shared by the author, like keeping a score, accountability, taking breaks, having a shutdown ritual, and so on. The idea of internet usage breaks in 2024 seems tricky, but it's worth trying. There's also a chapter about quitting social media. Written in 2016, makes me wonder, what does quitting social media mean today? I don't have Instagram or TikTok on my cell phone, but is WhatsApp considered social media? Is YouTube considered social media? I use YouTube for background music, but its homepage and the side recommended videos are dangerously distracting. About fixed schedules and time blocks. Not everyone is Teddy Roosevelt, the example given in this book, but his fixed schedule approach worked for him and seems to be working for me as well. Time blocks are what get my stuff done. I use the Pomodoro technique. 3 blocks of 25 minutes each with 5-minute break between them, and then a 15-minute break between these 3 blocks. Reading the email management chapter in the book reminded me of my agency days, where clients used to write me a 1,000 words email telling me why they can't write a 600-word blog post. Being hard to reach is tempting but dangerous. It can affect relationships with friends and family. And that's one of the reasons why I think the modern society struggles in some aspects. Now, if you Google Cal Newport, he's often mentioned alongside Tim Ferriss, James Clear, and Andrew Huberman. I am familiar with some of them, but here's my question. Will they still be remembered 100 years from now? The Lindy Effect. So, that's my take on this book, Deep Work by Cal Newport. Have you read the book? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more book reviews and marketing insights. Thank you for watching.